Hey guys, it's Teaksy here. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video guys, I'm going to be talking about and sharing my opinion on one of the most controversial topics in the modern era of Call of Duty, and that is reverse boosting. Now today's video guys is going to be broken down into 3 different sections that will be timestamped below. I firstly will talk about my opinions on reverse boosting as a player. I will then be talking about my opinions as a consumer, as somebody who watches content, and then third and not least, I will be talking about it as a content creator, and that'll be the main part of this video, the main part where I really share my full thoughts on how I feel about reverse boosting. Now very quickly before we get into it, I'm sure if you've clicked on this video you know what reverse boosting is, but in case anybody doesn't, basically reverse boosting is something that people do in Call of Duty to manipulate the strict skill-based matchmaking system just to give themselves easier lobbies. Now there's many ways to do it. I'm not going to get into that in today's video. If you type it in on YouTube, there'll be more than enough people that'll be happy to show you how to. But yes, reverse boosting is manipulating the strict skill-based system to get you easier lobbies. So let's start as my opinion as a player, right? Imagining that I'm not a content creator. So when it comes to playing Call of Duty, I have absolutely no interest in reverse boosting myself, right? And the reason for that is that dating back all the way to pre-skill based matchmaking, and you know, when I first started playing Call of Duty back in 2009, I've never cared who I play against, right? If I play against good players, if I play against bad players, I really don't care. And if I have a good game, I will enjoy myself regardless of if the other team was terrible. And it's no different now, right? Pub stomping, it is what it is. It's in the name, right? It's stomping over the other team in public matches. But I don't reverse boost as a player, because to me, I don't see any enjoyment from that, right? I feel like it takes all of the variation out of the game, and those so-called good games that you have, they just start to become the norm, right? You just start dropping high kills, nukes, every single game, and at that point, where is the variation, right? Where is the excitement? To me, it just takes it all away, which is why as a player, I, do not reverse boost, but at the same time, I don't care if other players play against easy players, right? Because if I want to play competitively, I would move into the ranked play playlist, and it's the same for other people, right? Also, as a player, I don't really care if other players are reverse boosting, providing that they are not making content, right? And that is something that we will come back to a little bit later on in this video. So now I want to look at it as a consumer, right? As somebody who watches Call of Duty content. Now I'll admit I don't watch lots of content. Specifically since I've started doing content, I just spend so much time on my own stuff. I don't really get as much time to watch content, and obviously there's other things in my life that I like to do. But as somebody who plays a lot of COD, I can deviate between creators that are reverse boosting and creators that play through skill-based matchmaking, right? And because of that, that allows me to make a decision on what type of content I want to watch. Now I know the one thing that surprised me a lot recently is that there's actually a lot of people that can't always tell, and maybe that's just me being a bit naive, right? But there's a lot of people that can't tell the difference, but ultimately there's a lot of people that actually quite enjoy watching reverse boosted content, right? And at the end of the day, people are going to watch what they want to watch, right? There's nobody can tell anybody what they should and shouldn't be watching. My only stipulation, and I feel like this is the same for a lot of people, is that creators should definitely be honest, as this allows the consumer who's watching the content to make a decision on if they want to watch it or not. Now, I have to admit, I have watched reverse boosting content. I'm not the sort of person who watches it daily, and more often than not in the past few years, I just watch it to see just how ridiculous it is. But again, I don't actually have an issue with people playing in easier lobbies and playing against bad players. Because, again, if I wanted to watch competitive gameplay where somebody was having to really try in every gunfight and use their brain when they're playing, and everybody was shooting back and it was absolutely crazy, I'd watch a competitive creator, right? Like somebody like Lunchtime, or I'd just watch the CDL. That's something I enjoy doing, is watching the Call of Duty League. So when it comes to watching content, I don't really care if the other team are bad. It's just how that lobby was found, right? And that brings us on to being a content creator and me sharing my opinion as a creator. Now this is the big one, right? And I will admit, before I get into this section, that if I didn't make Call of Duty content, I would have much less of an issue with reverse boosting, right? And I wanted to get that out there. Now, reverse boosting for me has ruined pub stomping content, right? When I started creating content back in 2021, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, but what I enjoyed growing up was watching people who pub stomped, people like Scump. I enjoyed when I played Call of Duty trying to drop the best possible gameplays I could and trying to drop nukes and high kills and stuff. And I knew that was what I wanted to do now making content. And I knew it was always going to be difficult with skill-based matchmaking and stuff, but reverse boosting has completely killed it, right? It's added this expectation to videos now, and if you don't meet these expectations, you're going to struggle to compete, right? And what I mean by that is that people nowadays just expect you to upload class setup videos, and they expect you to drop a nuke with that class setup every single video, right? And sometimes people are getting double nukes, triple nukes, like just the stuff that is really unrealistic, right? And that is the thing, it's not realistic to do that. And the other issue you get now is that so many people are doing it that everybody gets labeled, and I absolutely hate this, right? Because if you play legitimately and the game gives you an easy lobby and you pop off, you have fun, you drop a game plan, you upload it a lot like I do, I have absolutely no problem with that. But people just see it, they see an easier lobby and they go, well, this guy's reverse boosting, this is a bot lobby, how did this guy get into this lobby, he's doing something weird. And it's so frustrating because, as I've mentioned many times in this video, I don't care if people get into an easy lobby, right? Because before skill-based matchmaking, if somebody played in an easy lobby and they absolutely destroyed the other team, nobody cares, right? But now, because of skill-based matchmaking, people think that it's impossible to get an easy lobby, people think it's impossible to do well, and then because so many people are reverse boosting, nobody can get out of their minds that there are actually legitimate players that sometimes get easier lobbies, right? And ultimately, the best games, more often than not, are going to come against easier players. And pub stomping, right? We come back to pub stomping. It is what it is. It's in the name. It's playing public matches. It's stomping on the other team. And, you know, if you don't like that content, you know, absolutely fine, right? But like I say, if you want to watch competitive, go and watch rank play content. But the reverse boosting has just absolutely killed it, right? It really has. It's so unfortunate now. You know, people don't want to upload good gameplays. The amount of times on my channel I've had to put disclaimers in my video, and I even see, you know, like Exclusive Ace, you know, he didn't want to upload a nuke that he got in the Black Ops 6 beta because he knew people were going to, you know, go at him. It's actually ridiculous. And even on one of Scump's gameplays, somebody was like saying, oh, this guy's in an easy lobby. I was like, this is Scump, man. He's like one of the best players in the world. Like, he could make anybody look like bad, right? And it's just sad, really. It's just sad that we've got to this point, right? You know, like I say, I just do what I think is right on this channel, and I will admit, you can go back and watch loads of my videos on my channel and they will look reverse boosted, right? Because I've played Cold War for the best part of 3 or 4 years. I've often said that one of the reasons I've done that is because it's been the content that people have enjoyed. It's the one game that my channel has done well with, and it's what a lot of my subscribers like to see. But also, where the player count has dropped through year 2, through year 3, through year 4, the lobbies have got easier, right? And I've spoken about this a lot over the last few years, but it doesn't mean that every game is like that. Like, there's still people sweating on that game with Tech 9s. There's still some really good players playing, but you get an easy lobby and you get a game plan, you upload it. I cannot stand it getting called a reverse booster or playing in easy lobbies when I don't. And at the end of the day, pub stomping used to be such cool content, and I really want that to come back. I appreciate that times have changed, but legitimate players who play through skill-based matchmaking should not have to suffer because of these reverse boosters that just play in these ridiculous lobbies and drop nukes. Like I'm not saying my channel would be any bigger, but it's so frustrating when I think I've been creating content since 2021. I could have uploaded daily nukes on Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, if I wanted to, if I reverse boosted, right? Because anybody could do it. But I haven't, right? I dropped no nukes in Modern Warfare 2. I dropped 1 V2 rocket in Vanguard. I dropped like 1 MGB in Modern Warfare 3. Yes, I've got like 60 plus nukes on Cold War, but that game's a lot easier to drop nukes in because you can use score streaks. And I've been playing it for 3 or 4 years and the lobbies have got easier. But honestly, it's just mind-blowing, right? How some of these people come at you like, and they accuse you of something, and I'm like, if I was doing it in Cold War, why wouldn't I just do it in these other games? Oh wait, because I'm not reverse boosted, right? I'm playing through skill base, and every now and then I get an easier lobby. But anyways, we're getting a little bit off track, guys. I'm getting a little bit into it. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, this is a hobby for me. You know, I work full time. I've recently bought a house. You know, I'm in a relationship. I've got other commitments, other things that I enjoy doing. I don't earn any money from this. I just enjoy making content. I enjoy playing multiplayer. I enjoy dropping gameplays. And I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, guys. You know, keep doing what I feel is right. If I have to talk about skill-based and I have to talk about reverse boosting from time to time, we have to do it. You know, with everybody, with so many people reverse boosting, you're never going to get away from that, right? There's always going to be people that are saying you're reverse boosting, calling out bot lobbies. And ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, like I say, if I wasn't a content creator, you know, I would have much less of an issue with it. You know, it is the content side of it that's a little bit frustrating. But then again, I admit, even if people weren't reverse boosting, would my content even be any better. I don't know, right? But anyways, guys, I'm going to leave it there, right? At the end of the day, people are going to do what they're going to do. I'm going to keep doing what I think is right on this channel. I wanted to make this video today just to get my opinion out there before we move over to Black Ops 6. And I wanted to see how my community feel about it. And if I'm lucky and this is one of my videos that does a little bit better, I'd love to feel how the general community feels as well. And do please drop your thoughts down in the comment section, guys. If you did enjoy today's video, please do hit the like button down below. And if you are brand new around here and want to find your way back for more, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, guys, I hope everyone has a great day. And I'll catch you all in the next one.